Welcome to your channel, the Jenny's Joy Ministry. This is your channel that focuses on Christian marriage and on those who want to get married. My name is Mervin Hierunguru. Hope you are doing well, excited and full of anticipation. Don't forget to subscribe, to like and to share the videos. Today's topic, what is a covenant marriage? And first of all, let's find out the definition of a covenant marriage. The covenant marriage seeks to strengthen the marital bond between spouses and make it more difficult to obtain a divorce. One of their primary aims is keeping families together. So getting back to what a covenant marriage is different from the other marriage, and what makes it unique is that it has been founded by God. And God, He loves oneness and He loves holiness. In a covenant marriage, the couple, they make vow and they also make vow to God. So let's find out what is a vow. A vow is a solemn promise to do something, dedicate to someone or something. So in the Bible, God made a covenant with Noah after the flood. And he set the rainbow in the sky. And he said to Noah that no longer will the water be flood to destroy all lives on earth. And God also made a covenant with Abraham, the covenant of circumcision. He said to Abraham, circumcise all the males in your house, those born in your house and those bought with money from foreign countries. And around the globe today, there are tribes that circumcise their sons, and this circumcision derives from the circumcision of the covenant between God and Abraham. And one thing about the covenant is that it is permanent. So in a covenant marriage, when you make a vow, you have entered an everlasting journey. And in Matthew 19 verse 6, it says that what God have joined together, let not a man separate. So I want to relate my message to 1 Corinthians 12 verse 22. And that it says, the parts of the body that seems to be weaker are indispensable. Indispensable mean they are absolutely necessary to the marriage. So if the husband is weaker, he is absolutely necessary to that marriage. So I want to give an example, my own example. There was a time that I took a loan and my wife was not in agreement with this, but I just went on and I took the loan. And I spent the money on animals. And the outcome was that the animals were not multiplying. And even the leftover money, I squandered it. So I understood that there was no God's blessings in the midst of this event. And then I also understood that in a covenant marriage, you should not be self-centered. So I admitted my mistake, and I asked for forgiveness to my wife. And then I sought for a solution, which is discovering what a covenant marriage is. And the good thing is also that my wife, I also give thanks to her because she has been my mentor throughout our marriage. So conveying this message to a covenant marriage is that, for example, if a husband is having weakness in a particular area, first and foremost, he have to admit his weakness, and then he have to find a solution to this issue with the help of the wife. Because a covenant marriage aim at oneness. That's why in Genesis chapter 2 verse 24 it says that the two shall become one flesh. And also in Proverbs 27 verse 17, it says that iron sharpens iron. So how can the two become one flesh if they are, unless they sharpen one another or each other? So in verse 21 of 1 Corinthians chapter 12, it says that the eye cannot say to the hand, I don't need you. And the head cannot say to the feet, I don't need you. So it's also the same in a covenant marriage, because as we have said that it aims to oneness. The two have to become one. So the husband cannot say to the wife, I don't need you. The wife cannot say to the husband, I don't need you. Because at their wedding ceremony, God was a witness. And he approved them to be part of that marriage. So who are you to say, or who are you to disapprove the other person, or to disapprove yourself? So in conclusion, in verse 25 of the same 1 Corinthians 12, so that there should be no division in the body, but that its parts should have equal concern for each other. In a covenant marriage, as I have said, that the aim is oneness. So the couple have or should have equal concern for each other. For example, if the husband is sick, the wife should not abandon her husband, but she have to comfort, she have to nurse and be by his side. And also on the other side, or let me say another example, if the wife receives a salary increment from her employer, the husband should not be jealous of it, but he have to rejoice with the wife. So that's a covenant marriage. It aims to oneness. So that's all I have for you today. Hope to see you next time. Remember, Jesus is your joy in every journey of your life.